Hello there. I see you lying there with the weight of the world on your shoulders. I see you thinking about all the things that need fixing, all the problems that need solving, all the people who need help, all the responsibilities waiting for you. You're the person everyone comes to, aren't you? The one who fixes things, the one who handles things, the one who makes everything okay. And you do it well. You really do. But tonight, lying here in the dark, it all feels like too much. There's so much that needs your attention, so many things that would fall apart without you, so many people depending on you. And your mind is going through the list, trying to figure out how to handle it all, how to be enough for everyone who needs you. But here's what I want you to know. You don't have to fix everything tonight. You don't have to solve everyone's problems before you sleep. You don't have to carry it all the time, without ever setting it down. I know that feels wrong. I know you've probably been doing this for so long that not doing it feels like failing, like letting people down, like not being who you're supposed to be. But can I tell you something? You're not supposed to be everything to everyone. You're just supposed to be human. And humans need rest. Humans have limits. Humans can't fix everything all the time. And that's okay. That's not failure. That's just reality. So tonight, we're going to practice something radical. We're going to practice setting it all down. Not forever, not abandoning anyone or anything, but just for these hours, just while you sleep. We're going to give you permission to stop fixing and start resting. Because the truth is, you can't fix anything well when you're exhausted. You can't help anyone effectively when you're depleted. And right now, you need rest more than anyone needs you to fix one more thing. Take a breath with me, a deep one. And as you breathe out, start releasing just a tiny bit of that weight. We're going to do this together. Can we talk about how exhausting it is to be the person everyone turns to be the fixer, the problem solver, the one who always has answers? It's a lot, more than most people realize. Because when you're that person, you don't just carry your own problems. You carry everyone else's too. Their worries become your worries. Their emergencies become your emergencies. Their needs become your responsibility. And somewhere along the way, you learned that your worth comes from how much you can handle, how many problems you can solve, how many people you can help. So you just keep taking on more and more, because saying no feels like failing. But here's what happens. You become so focused on fixing everyone else's life that you forget to take care of your own. You become so busy being strong for everyone else that you never get to be vulnerable yourself. You become so used to carrying everything that you forget it's okay to set something down. And tonight, lying here, you can feel it. The weight, the exhaustion, the overwhelm of carrying so much for so long. It's not sustainable. You know it's not. But you don't know how to stop. So let me tell you something you need to hear. You are not responsible for fixing everything. You are not responsible for everyone's happiness. You are not responsible for making sure nothing ever goes wrong in anyone's life. Some things are not yours to fix. Some problems are not yours to solve. Some people need to figure things out for themselves. And that's okay. That's actually healthy, both for them and for you. Your worth is not determined by how much you can carry. Your value doesn't come from being everyone's solution. You matter because you exist, not because of what you do for others. And the kindest thing you can do for yourself, and actually for everyone else too, is to rest. Because burned out, exhausted, depleted, you can't help anyone. But rested, restored, replenished, you can do amazing things. So tonight, we're going to practice believing that you're allowed to rest, that not everything is your responsibility, that you can set it down just for tonight, just for these hours. Everything can wait. Everyone can manage. The world will keep turning, even if you're not holding it up. Let's go through the list in your mind. All the things you think need fixing. And let's talk about which ones actually need your attention right this second, at this hour, in the middle of the night. That work project, it can wait until tomorrow. You can't do anything about it right now anyway. That family issue, it's been going on for weeks or months. One more night won't change anything. It will still be there in the morning. That person who needs your help, they're probably sleeping right now. They're not expecting you to solve their problem at midnight. It can wait until you're rested and clear-headed. That decision you need to make. You can't make good decisions when you're exhausted. Better to wait until morning, when your mind is fresh. That thing you're worried about. Worrying about it tonight won't prevent it, won't fix it, won't help it. it will only steal your sleep. Do you see the pattern? None of these things actually need your attention right now. They feel urgent because your mind is in overdrive. But they're not. They can all wait until morning. And here's the thing. When morning comes and you're rested, you'll handle all of these things better. You'll have more clarity, more energy, more patience, more creativity. You'll be more effective in every way. But if you lie here all night trying to fix them in your head, you'll wake up exhausted, and everything will be harder. The problems will feel bigger. Your capacity will be smaller, and you'll be less able to handle any of it. So by choosing to rest tonight, you're not avoiding your responsibilities. You're actually preparing yourself to handle them better. You're making the wise choice. Let's practice saying it. This doesn't need to be fixed tonight. It can wait until morning. And that's okay. Say it for each thing on your mental list, one by one. Acknowledging it, but also releasing it for the night. This can wait. This can wait. This can wait. Feel the relief in those words. The permission, the freedom. You don't have to fix everything tonight. You can rest, and tomorrow you'll be so much more capable of handling it all. Here's a hard truth that might actually feel like relief once you let it sink in. You're not actually responsible for everything you think you're responsible for. Some of the weight you're carrying, it's not even yours. You picked it up somewhere along the way because no one else was handling it, or because someone put it on you, or because you thought you had to. But it was never actually your responsibility. Other people's choices, not your responsibility. Other people's emotions, not your responsibility. Other people's problems that they created, not your responsibility to fix. I know you care. I know you want to help. I know seeing people struggle is hard for you. But caring about someone doesn't mean you're responsible for fixing their life. Helping someone doesn't mean you have to sacrifice your own well-being. There's a difference between being supportive and being responsible. You can support people without taking on their burdens as your own. You can help without making their problems your problems. And some things just need to be messy for a while, need to not be fixed, need to work themselves out. And that's okay. You don't have to jump in and fix everything that's broken in the world around you. You're one person with limits, with needs, with a finite amount of energy. And you're allowed to acknowledge those limits without guilt. Say this with me. I am not responsible for everything. Some things are not mine to fix, and that's okay. Feel how those words land. Maybe there's resistance. Maybe there's guilt. That's normal. You've probably been taking responsibility for everything for a long time. But underneath the resistance, can you feel the relief? The lightness of acknowledging you're not superhuman? You don't have to be everything to everyone. You don't have to fix every problem. You don't have to carry every burden. You can let some things be. You can let some people figure things out themselves. You can say, I can't help with that right now, without being a bad person. In fact, recognizing your limits makes you wiser, not weaker. It means you're being realistic about what you can actually handle. And that's healthy. That's mature. That's necessary. So tonight, let's release what's not actually yours. Let's set down the responsibilities you never should have picked up. And let's rest in the truth that you're doing enough. You are enough, just as you are. I know one of your biggest fears, that if you stop, if you rest, if you're not constantly available and fixing things, something terrible will happen. Someone will need you and you won't be there. Something will fall apart without you holding it together. But can I gently challenge that? The people in your life, the situations you're managing, they will be okay for one night. They really will. They might not handle things exactly the way you would. They might struggle a bit, but they'll be okay. In fact, sometimes people need you to step back so they can learn to handle things themselves. Sometimes your constant fixing actually prevents people from growing, from figuring things out, from discovering their own strength. By always being the solution, you might actually be preventing other people from learning to solve their own problems. And that's not helping them in the long run. Even though it comes from love, even though it comes from wanting to help. Sometimes the best help is letting people figure it out. And the situations you're managing, they'll still be there tomorrow. And you'll handle them better when you're rested. Nothing is going to catastrophically fall apart because you slept. I know it feels like it will, but it won't. You've trained yourself to believe you're indispensable, that everything depends on you. But it doesn't. Life goes on. People manage. Things work out. Even without your constant intervention. And you know what? Realizing you're not indispensable is actually freeing. It means the weight doesn't all rest on your shoulders. It means you can rest without guilt. It means you're allowed to be human. The people who truly care about you, They don't want you running yourself into the ground for them. They'd rather you be healthy and rested and available sometimes than burned out and exhausted and available all the time. So tonight, trust that everyone will be okay. Trust that the world won't fall apart. Trust that you can rest without everything collapsing. Say it with me. They will be okay without me tonight. I can rest. And tomorrow, I'll be more helpful because I'm rested. Feel the truth in that. Feel the permission. You're allowed to step back. You're allowed to rest. And everyone, including you, will be better for it. Let's talk about what this constant fixing is costing you, because there is a cost. Even though you might not think about it, even though you just keep pushing through, it's costing you your sleep. Like right now, you should be resting, but instead, you're lying here thinking about everything that needs to be handled. It's costing you your peace. When was the last time you felt truly relaxed, truly at ease? Probably can't remember, because there's always something that needs your attention. It's costing you your joy. When you're always in fix-it mode, always handling problems, always managing crises, there's no space left for joy, for fun, for lightness. It's costing you your health. The stress, the lack of sleep, the constant pressure. It takes a toll on your body, on your nervous system, on your overall well-being. It's costing you your relationships. Not in big, obvious ways maybe, but in small ones. You're physically present but mentally absent, thinking about what needs to be fixed. You're too exhausted for deep connection. You're too depleted to really show up. It's costing you yourself. You've become so focused on being what everyone needs that you've lost touch with who you are underneath all that. What do you even want? What do you need? When was the last time you asked yourself that? The cost is high, higher than you probably realize. And at some point, you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is being everyone's fixer worth losing yourself? Worth losing your peace? Worth losing your health? I'm not saying don't help people. I'm not saying don't care. But I am saying there has to be balance. There has to be boundaries. There has to be times when you choose yourself. And tonight is one of those times. Tonight, you're choosing rest over fixing, peace over productivity, yourself over everyone else's needs. Because if you don't take care of yourself, eventually, you won't be able to take care of anyone. You'll run out. You'll burn out. You'll have nothing left to give. So resting tonight isn't selfish. It's necessary. It's the most responsible thing you can do. Because tomorrow, you need to still be standing. And you won't be if you don't rest tonight. Let yourself feel that. The cost of what you've been doing, and the necessity of choosing differently, starting right now. Here's something that might be part of why you can't rest. You think if you're not fixing it, it won't get done right. It won't be perfect. It won't be handled the way it should be. And imperfection feels like failure to you. But can I tell you something? Imperfect is okay. Imperfect is human. Imperfect is actually more realistic than perfect, and constantly striving for perfect in everything is exhausting for you and for everyone around you. Not everything needs to be perfect. Not everything needs to be handled exactly right. Sometimes, good enough really is good enough. Sometimes, done is better than perfect. Sometimes letting things be a little messy is healthier than constantly controlling everything. What if tomorrow things don't go exactly as planned? What if someone handles something differently than you would have? What if there's a little chaos? It will be okay. Really, it will. The world doesn't need perfect. It needs real. It needs sustainable. It needs you healthy and rested more than it needs everything handled perfectly. So tonight, let's practice giving up perfection. Let's practice being okay with good enough. Let's practice accepting that some things will be imperfect, and that's not a disaster. Say it with me. Things don't have to be perfect. Good enough is good enough. I release the need to control everything. Feel the resistance to those words. That's okay. You've been trying to make everything perfect for a long time. But underneath the resistance, can you feel the relief? The freedom in letting go of that impossible standard. You're allowed to let things be imperfect. You're allowed to let other people handle things their way, even if it's not your way. You're allowed to prioritize rest over perfect outcomes, because perfect outcomes mean nothing if you're too exhausted to enjoy them. If you're too depleted to be present for your own life. If you're too burned out to keep going. So we're choosing imperfection tonight. We're choosing rest. We're choosing to let things be messy, and that's okay. Tomorrow can be imperfect. And you can still be okay. More than okay. You can be rested. And that's worth more than perfect. Let's talk about boundaries. Because I think maybe you don't believe you're allowed to have them. Maybe you learned that saying no is selfish, that having limits makes you weak, that real love means being available all the time for everyone. But that's not true. Boundaries aren't selfish. They're necessary. They're what keep you healthy. They're what make it possible to keep showing up for the people you care about. You're allowed to say, I can't help with that right now. You're allowed to say, I need rest before I can take this on. You're allowed to say, that's not something I can fix for you. And saying those things doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a healthy person. The people who truly care about you will understand. They'll respect your boundaries. They'll want you to take care of yourself. And the people who don't, the people who get angry when you set limits, they're not respecting you anyway. You can't pour from an empty cup. You've heard that before, I'm sure. But do you believe it? Do you live like it's true? Or do you just keep pouring and pouring until there's nothing left? Tonight, we're drawing a boundary. A simple one. Tonight is for rest, not for fixing, not for solving, not for being available. Tonight, you're off duty. You're unavailable. You're resting. And that boundary is non-negotiable. Not because you don't care, but because you need this. Your health needs this. Your well-being needs this. And ultimately, your ability to help anyone tomorrow needs this. Say it clearly in your mind. Tonight I am unavailable. I am resting. This is my boundary, and it's okay to have it. Feel how that feels. Maybe uncomfortable, maybe guilty, but also maybe, underneath all that, a little bit relieving, a little bit freeing. You're allowed to have boundaries. You're allowed to protect your time and energy. You're allowed to say, enough for today. And the right people will understand. They'll support it. They'll encourage it because they want you around for the long haul. And you can't be around for the long haul if you burn out. So boundaries aren't just okay. They're necessary. They're loving. They're wise. And tonight, you're practicing them, starting now. Let's imagine something together. Tomorrow morning, you wake up and you actually slept, really slept. Your body is rested. Your mind is clear. You feel more like yourself than you have in weeks. And those problems you were lying here trying to fix, they're still there, but they look different now. Smaller, more manageable, less overwhelming. Because your rested brain can see them clearly, can see solutions you couldn't see when you were exhausted. That conversation you needed to have. You handle it with grace because you have the energy for patience. That decision you needed to make. It's clear now because your mind isn't foggy with exhaustion. That project you needed to tackle. You get it done in half the time because you're functioning properly. This is what happens when you rest, when you actually take care of yourself. You don't become less capable. You become more capable. You don't help people less. You help them better. Rested you is the best version of you. More patient, more creative, more present, more effective, better at everything you do. But exhausted you is running on fumes, making mistakes, getting frustrated, taking twice as long to do half as much. That's not helping anyone. So by choosing to rest tonight, you're not being selfish. You're being strategic. You're investing in tomorrow's effectiveness. You're ensuring that when you show up tomorrow, you can actually show up fully. Imagine how good it will feel to wake up rested, to have energy, to feel capable instead of overwhelmed, to face the day with clarity instead of confusion. That's what you're giving yourself by resting tonight. Not escape from responsibility, but preparation to handle responsibility well. So let yourself drift towards sleep now. Let yourself anticipate that rested morning. Let yourself trust that everything will be so much better when you're rested. Tomorrow you is going to be so grateful to tonight you for making this choice, for choosing rest, for choosing self-care, for choosing to be human. Sleep now, knowing that tomorrow will be better because tonight you rested. We've come to the end of our time together, and I hope you can feel it now, that permission, that release, that sense that maybe, just maybe, it's okay to set it all down and rest. You've been carrying so much for so long, and you've done it so well. But tonight, you don't have to carry anything. Tonight, you get to rest. The problems will still be there tomorrow, and tomorrow you'll handle them. You always do. But you'll handle them better, more effectively, more sustainably, because tonight you chose rest. You don't have to fix everything. You don't have to be everything to everyone. You don't have to carry it all. You're allowed to be human. You're allowed to have limits. you're allowed to rest. And the people who matter, they'll be okay. They'll understand. They'll manage for one night while you take care of yourself. Because taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary. It's the foundation for everything else. So sleep now, beautiful fixer. Let your mind quiet. Let your body relax. Let everything you've been carrying just set down beside you. It will wait. It can all wait. You've done enough for today. More than enough. You've been enough for everyone. Now be enough for yourself. By resting. By sleeping. By finally letting yourself stop. Tomorrow is a new day, and you'll face it rested and ready. But tonight, you're off duty. Tonight, nothing is your responsibility except rest. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being willing to set it down. Thank you for choosing yourself tonight. You deserve this rest. You've earned it 1,000 times over. So take it fully, completely, without guilt or worry or thinking about what needs to be done. Just rest. Just sleep. Just be. Good night, beautiful soul. The world can manage without you for a few hours. And when you return tomorrow, rested and renewed, you'll be even better at all the things you do. But for now, just sleep. Everything else can wait. You are enough, just as you are, without fixing one more thing. Sleep well. Sweet dreams. And may tomorrow feel lighter, because tonight you chose rest. Good night.